What's going on, super people? It's your boy Zell, aka Smallville, and I'm bringing you my first ever Z-Log. You like that, right? It's creative, get it? My name's Zell, and I didn't want to say vlog, so I said Z-Log. You like
passable. It's passable.
Don't mind my brother, off camera trolling. Basically, what I'm talking about today is things not to say to tall people. Now, I'm a tall guy, roughly 6'4", basically. Here's the thing about being tall in, I guess, today's society. Maybe it's not like this everywhere, but everywhere I've ever been, it seems like people get so freaked out whenever they see a tall person. As if tall people are an endangered species or something. Have you never seen a tall person before? I'm like, I don't understand how we can be in the 21st century of life and people be so freaked out. We're in America. We are in America. So we have so much mixed diversity of things. To me, height should not be a barrier. But it should not be like the height wars. You know, you have racial barriers and stereotypes. Why is there a height barrier? So that really wasn't a thing not to say to tall people. But basically, don't react all freaked out. This one is probably the most annoying out of anything you can say to a tall person. And that's, so, how's the weather out there? Seriously? How's the weather out there? With the fraction of a second that it would take for you to notice the difference in weather from me to you, you have to be like Flash or something. Scientifically, geographically, whatever the word is I need to use for this, it doesn't make sense. The next annoying thing that you can say to a tall person is, do you play basketball? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Seriously? Do I play basketball? And the one that's the worst, that goes like right with that, I'm just going to put these together, is that if you don't play basketball, that you have height for no reason. I'm like, okay, like I just decided when I came out and when I was born, you know what, I want to be tall. But you know what, I'm not going to use that height for basketball. I'm going to use that height to be a doctor. No, I cannot control my height no more than you can. You can't make yourself taller and I can't make myself shorter. Because I used to hear that all the time in school. It's the guys usually who are short and they're like sports jocks and everything, right? So they get upset because they're like, man, I could use that height. When I mean, okay, no one's stopping you from playing sports. And I will admit that it may be a harder road for you to get to where you want to be because, yes, height is automatically an assumption. I do understand that for sports. It's like a necessity. You got to be tall. But it has been so many other people that have gone before into professional sports who beat the odds out. It's happened before, so it's possible. So just be an exception to the rule. Okay, so up to this point, it's been from the point of view of a short person saying these things to a tall person. But this is the one that really gets me. It's when another tall person says to me, wow, you are really tall. You make me feel short. And I look at you like, are you kidding me? And I can understand if you're like 6 feet, I'm 6'4". Yeah, that's a great enough height difference so when you get around your peers, you probably feel like you're the tallest guy in the room, and I come in and kind of, throw that off for you. But usually it's someone who's like an inch shorter than me, and they're going crazy like, oh my goodness, I have found Goliath. Are you kidding me? You're not that much shorter than me. But usually what I see, the reason why they say that and they make such a big deal about it is because I think that tall people tend to, now I can't say everyone, I'm not trying to overgeneralize this, but I think there is like a kind of a thing that where tall people are insecure about their height. Maybe because people who do not have height, as much height, make them feel bad about it or ostracize them. So switch to like a kind of a positive spin here. Every tall person out there, embrace your height. Do not be ashamed of being tall. It's probably usually a thing for girls a lot too, that they feel like they don't want to be overly tall because guys are usually insecure about that kind of thing. Don't worry about that. If you're tall, embrace your height. Embrace your tallness. If you're short, embrace it. Work it. Put your swag on with it because that's the only height you get. You can't change it. There's a lot of things you can change about yourself. Your physique, your health, your education. It's a lot of stuff you can change. Height's not one of them. So you're that height. So just embrace it. Like I said, specifically to the ladies out there who are tall, embrace your height. Don't be ashamed of it. There's plenty of other tall guys out there. And who knows, you might, if that's the reason like you feel like, okay, I want to get married or whatever, and every guy I know or whatever, I'm taller than. There's tall people out there. You're good. And who knows, it might be a swagging short dude who's just like, yo, I like tall chicks. boom, you're in there. It's just because you're tall doesn't automatically make you successful. It doesn't automatically make you confident. I've seen plenty way more successful short people or shorter people and more confident short people. So, you know, just make do with what you have. I'm a tall, lanky guy. You know, I could be like, oh, I'm insecure because I don't have all these muscles and stuff like that. Okay, this is me. This is what I got. This is what I've been given. I'm gonna work with it. I'm gonna swag with it. You could be short, stocky, kind of chubby dude. That's what you got. Work with it. Guy, girl, whatever, vice versa. But anyways, like, I guess a little bit of encouragement in there. It started off as a rant, and you gotta throw the positive spin in there too. But this is just the first video in a series of Z-logs coming your way. This channel, on doing something new here. And yeah, peace guys.